Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Daily Mughals, or the Mughals series, here on the Lord Master channel, in which we have expanded eastward into South China, except for parts that belong to the Vietnamese vassal, which counts as us as the ownership, as we have basically completed all the missions. All but one. And it's this one. We've secured the Afghan frontier centuries ago. Yeah. In fact, it's almost to the anniversary of, that would be the 300th anniversary of the formation of the Mughal Empire in this playthrough. Because we formed it around 1488, I believe. Yeah. Almost 300 years of Mughal domination. Well, actually didn't quite start that way, at least during the 1500s, and certainly in the 1600s, when we feel, yeah, we're dominant enough that we could take on the whole world. But we're only bound by missions in this playthrough. And I would have to say, I don't know what you people would think of what is arguable, of which of my two EU4 series has been more successful in a sense of accomplishments. Is it Croatia or is it Delhi Mughals? In which you can answer that very, very soon. But you can answer it on the poll in my channel, where I mentioned it's like, okay, these two series of Croatia and Mughals are winding down now, as we're practically getting very close to the end of these two playthroughs. And although when I say all but one, but that Indian Sufi Shrines mission I see up there, that ain't happening, because I am not in the mood to give the Ulema a lot more influence. Although they are pretty influential now, so maybe perhaps. I mean, the loyalty is fine, it's the influence is another thing, which we can increase that again if you summon a diet and all that. Unless you gave the Ulema some more influence and give them another privilege, which would have to be this one for more land rights, because, you know, give some crown land away to someone who cares, but still, if you wanted that to happen, well, just wait for events to come along. Plus, they don't hold that much land anyhow, so that influence is going to go up there anytime soon. Plus, adding more governing capacity is always good. But anyways, it's just we hold all the Indian Sufi shrines, and the rewards just only gives us more towards mysticism, which doesn't really matter, because we always go towards legalism at 100, which is all due to the Taj Mahal and the clerical ministers. We can never go back to those old days where we used to convert a lot of people, but we don't do that anymore. That's discouraged now, because I've said earlier in the series where I mentioned we are basically following the legacy that was carried out ever since it was Babur, yeah, our own version of Babur, who created the capital, Fatehpur Sikri, and then gave so much crown land and all that. The city of victory here, as well as the formation, well, not necessarily formation, but enacted the Din-il-Ilahi, the divine faith. So we're kind of continuing the legacy of it, except the mysticism part, which is, again, that's due to the provinces and tolerance, and as well as given the Brahmin Council, I believe. That was one of the things I was given. Actually, no, it was this, but we realized that's unnecessary. We have all this now. We have high stability and all that. Most importantly, high tolerance towards heathens. There's a little bit of building restrictions, but still. It's all that matters now. As I nod my head in approval. But now, for the purpose of this episode, we're gonna go west. It's part of Abbasid's dream. Even many years after the fall of Timur and his empire, his empire remained a goal and a dream of his descendants. Abbasid came closer to realizing the reunification of that empire, but eventually he fell in what our ancestors call the Great Disaster of Iraq al-Jini. Let us pick up this fallen mantle and reach further than those that came before us. We are the Gurkhani, heirs to the great conquerors and fearful of no living man. Even though we're not necessarily Timurid descendants. No. We're still the Lodi. We're still Afghans. Even though the country's primary culture is Hindavi. Now, anyways, as the army will be continuing to drill, especially this one, what I am giving you till 1781. 1781, that's when everybody will be mobilized and will be able to fight against this country here who calls himself a great power. That's a Mazandaran. So strangely enough, every time I see their flag, it has that standard that looks like a resemblance of the old Sassanid standard. The old flag of the Sassanid Empire. But it is ran by the Mazandarani, which, by the way, little fun fact, you know that dynasty that ran Iran, during the Pahlavi dynasty, yes. Despite the fact they would call themselves Persian, but their actual origins were Mazandarani. So, technically, it was the Mazandarani that was running, that old kingdom of Iran. It used to be called Persia, but it's now known as Iran for a good reason, but still. Just a little fun fact. Trust me, I know a lot about Indo-Iranian history, especially up in this area, which is now ran by Uzbeks. It used to be... Has it always been Uzbek? Because I could have sworn, I thought Tajiks once lived there. Or Tajik culture never existed in this game, but they do in Crusader Kings 3, and Sogdians as well. But again, we shall go. What else? I've always wondered regarding Rajput. 19 minutes of Rajput, we can have a few more. Don't worry about it. Let's fill it up over the brim. '22. So let's bring a little more Rajput infantry to join this army. But boy, I cannot wait for the day. If there is one way to end this series on a very high but destructive note, I still would like to fight against the Ottomans just one time. The Great Mughal-Ottoman War. I can see that. Bringing all of our armies en masse, and they bring their armies over here en masse. And then I'll be using these national decisions. We already have weapon quality standards, but if I was to add 2 more, I would add modern firearm techniques and artillery combat ability. So that way, it'll even it out between the two. Well, our cavalry will still be at the best, but the infantry and the artillery will also perform superbly. But there is no telling of what that could be like. No. As you were. As you were. Yeah, all these new guys here. 1.99 each month. But still, they're going to be a heck of a difference makers. Thanks to standardized uniforms and things that Rajputs do. What else do I have in mind? as I said, yeah, with the series will be winding down now and all that. I already told you about my future plans for later this fall in the Lord Master channel of what the next video series is going to be, and it's going to be from Crusader Kings 3. And already said that I will not be doing any more EU4 videos for the remainder of this year, but I already have some sort of an idea, but I can't really promise that for next year, whenever their next big update or DLC comes for EU4. For Croatia and Delhi Mughals, I really like the some of the features that they've added in that Leviathan DLC. But I believe the biggest difference maker was the favor system that they've added. Honestly, that Croatian series in particular. Croatia would have never got this far had they not had the favors feature that was added. You know how they got away with everything with the Ottomans and whatnot. Anyways. You ready, boys? 100%. Even though these 3 new Rajput regiments still be drilling, but you're just gonna be held behind first. I could see fortifications. Thinking of what areas to take. But remember what the objective says. Take Samarkand. Take Mashhad. Take, I think this may take 2 wars against Mazandaran. And of course we'll be fighting against the Muscovites as well. But we don't need to send our forces to go all the way up there and beat the heck out of them. Their capital is Nizhny Novgorod. It is the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth that controls Moscow. You have to be East Slavic to control. Oh no. The province has to be East Slavic culture, such as Muscovite, to have the Kremlin active. That's why they got these benefits now for the Commonwealth. Even though that's ran by Saxon dynasty. You know that? And it also means this navy is going to be deployed into action. So everyone stop drilling and get to your positions. Assemble. We're gonna let the Rajputs continue drilling a little bit longer. So that way they'll be the ones to play backup for either army. Although there are many of them out there. And many Muscovites too, so the combined strength is this. The deployed, here you go. That brings up their total. Now we double that number, although we're only deploying the best, the most experienced. But the ones on reserve will be kept back there. We have no quarrel with Bukhara anymore. They do not have the relevant objectives now. Their capital is in Omu, which is over there. Oh my goodness, they got a fortress. In fact, the real question is, are these upgraded to fortresses? Yes, yes, and no. Okay, fine. Might as well upgrade this, well, as soon as the manufactories are finished. Which, by the way, we're building a bunch of plantations, tea plantations. Because see if we could also be the world's largest producer of tea. due to the amount of provinces we control. If we do not, then maybe after our war against Mazandaran, we'll turn back east and fight against the Wu, and take a bunch of tea and silk from them, as much as we can. Because why? Because we can. That might as well be the house motto for Lodi. Because we can. Or something along those lines. Yeah. What's that? Genoa still owns that. You two move up in the reserve. Just in case. Same compositions, infantry and artillery only. Alright, May is the month that we strike. I was about to say blow the whistle, but no, that's a 20th century thing. You blow the whistle to start the war, to start the charge in. Hey! Damn it, man. I thought you stopped drilling. No, delay. Delay that action. Because I don't want to have any army to be caught off guard. And of course it's my son and heir. Damn it, man. You're no good. No good son of a mine. In fact, he is no good. I mean, not talking about skills, but his trait. He's craven. If you get killed in battle, yeah, I would be sad, honestly, because he's better than me skill-wise. No, thank you. There's your loyalty. But the Rajputs will remain drilling, because they're the ones that play backup to whoever needs it the most. Whoever needs a force multiplier. As we say in modern military terms. Yeah. Hang on. There we go. Got it out of there. There, now it's September. Now you may begin the war. Oh, who will stay out of it? Karakunulu. Well, I do want to fight you guys too, but... Again, if we want the relevant objective, well, here's your problem. This other area you want, which is, Tabriz. Need to work our way up there, so... I don't think it's necessary to be taking a strip of land, so what we should do is, you know, on limited scale, just take areas that lead to Samarkand, Bukhara, take Mashhad, and then just snake our way through there. And then. Yeah, that's definitely going to take a war or two to do this. It's going to take a war or two. Oh, with Karakonulu there. Which is a holy state. A theocracy, if you will. A clerical state, not a monastic order. What I could tell you is, hey, break the alliance with them or else. I could try to intimidate these two. But they'll say no to that, because the relative strength of alliances, by alliance we mean British Empire. And distance between borders also dictates it. Barely. That's nudge there. Damn it, son! Damn it, son! I'm blaming you on this. Blaming you because you made this happen. What you did was to allow our enemy to gain an alliance of another. So that means we have another force to contend to. You're gonna get us all killed for this. How many ships do they have, by the way? 45? Oh no. Our Chinese pirate here. Yes, I said pirate. It's a female admiral, you know? She's only 21 years old, as we hired her a couple of years back. She hasn't seen combat until now. And that is why there's this other fleet here. At least we'll be bringing some galleys that is suitable for, you know, fighting in the Persian Gulf. To blockade this, as we'll be fighting it. Where is their capital, by the way? Tabaristan. Figures. Definitely going to pillage that in future. You three, get over here. Motherland calls for you. Because we might be bringing more reserves. And it seems the Rajputs will likely be fighting on this front. These three armies here will be the ones to take Samarkand and the countryside and fight off the Muscovites. But we're not going to take the war to Muscovy, as much as just beat the heck out of them. Well, may have to go up there, anyhow. Whereas I can't intimidate them, despite the differences. And we ain't got no favors between them, and that trust that goes along with it. So this is going to be a little bit of a tough war. This is the first time that we're fighting against them and Karakunyulu, which the Ottomans have defeated them before. But perhaps in a few years' time, if the Ottomans dare take, you know, Tabriz away from them. Nobody knows what their missions is these days. Well, they are warning them about going to war against anybody. Heck, I would warn them too, but it's too late now. The Great Horde could join, but what good can they do? They haven't made an alliance yet, but they're on a royal marriage with them. That's because they've been improving relations, that's why. Hang on. Okay, excuse me. Okay. We will take the war to their capital. So, I don't know, man. Samarkand is the objective. That's one. And we'll take Mashhad also. As much as I would like to have the more developed areas, but we would have to snake our way through there to get to Tabriz. Perhaps we'll have to split land in two, basically. To skip over their capital. What I'm talking about is ownership. Don't take that land. As much as we want to snake our way into Tabriz itself. But I fear the Ottomans will get it should they go to war against Karakunyulu in future. Then that means the great Ottoman-Mughal War will happen sooner rather than later. So, Great Britain won't be there. It's too distant for them to even care about. Again, I think you three, when you come up and if we fight against them, perhaps we may need a few volunteers to go up to Muscovy, fight your way up, and then eventually take their capital, and then they'll be out of the war, so we can get a favorable peace deal, including beating the heck out of Karakulyu. We get it. The Rajputs will be best needed on the western front. So, this is how we're going to divide this. Let's see. This is Khorasan. The Persian front and the Central Asian front, I will call it as a whole. Basically, just say it around the area where the Amudaya is, formerly known as the Oxus in ancient times. There's Merv, and there's Kish. Can't go over there. Islam Shah will be fighting, that's me. We'll be taking Mashhad, take Tun, take Birjan, take Kerman. And possibly have to take Bam as well. Oh, it's a mountain fortress too. Fortress. Fortress, fortress, fortress. Not a fortress. Not a fortress. Okay. This areas will be easy to take. But in the Persian front, well, it's going to be a bit of a struggle. Move on. Get closer to here. In case they need backup. And then eventually we will receive reinforcements from Lan Na and Dai Viet, which they got a long way to be coming here. Good fighters they are, particularly the Vietnamese. So this will be a struggle to try to get from one place to the other. They have defensive ideas, so yes, even tougher. A safe haven, fort-on defense. Caspian traditions, Mazandarani traditions might as well be. That's even tougher. Well, we're going to be in for a bastard of a war. And we've drilled as much as the Rajput regiments as we could, but there will be more time. And perhaps they're going to be the ones to assist them on BAM, and wherever the fighting is the most furious, and we'll assist them. Begin your blockade of the Strait of Hormuz. Hey! There's a ship out here. Movement's locked. Again, it'll be us and us alone. There's going to be a lot of deaths in this upcoming war. So yeah, as I said, I predict it's going to take 2 wars to get what we wanted. So unfortunately, there's going to be some degree of what I predict to be border gore over in these areas, unless I want to. I don't know. How developed are these territories? Bukhara, because of its previous owners long ago. 60 from Tabriz, 59. The more development that they have, then that means it's gonna cost more in the war score of taking provinces and all that. Head over here, be prepared, in case you need to be transported. So we can send them wherever needed, particularly to here, whenever you all get tired from taking all of these, and then we'll bring in fresh reserves, basically. To knock them out of the war, we have to get this coast, which will use transport ships, to land it here. And then you go up through the Zagros and then into Tabriz, which they have not fortified their defenses. But interestingly, I do have a permanent claim on the area. But what good would that do if I don't have the land to connect? But anyways, ready? Let's go. We sunk him. Captured 2 light ships. Now we have this area blockaded. That's the main Mazandarani fleet here. Heading to the Gulf of Oman, I see. We'll get him. Return back to port. Although it's possible that you'll be the one to provide escort for them. Get on board. What you're gonna do is, when these troops get on board, and then they'll be sent over there. Originally, it's like, you guys stay back there. You'll be kept in reserve. Well, nobody's gonna be watching our backs anymore. There they are. Main army. Up there. It's in Kish. Mainly artillery oriented, strangely. They're getting away. Stay where you are. You're the one that's going to take care of the Hormuzan area. Hormuzi. What's their nationality for Hormuz? Hormuz. That helps. Oh my goodness. Independent army. Head down here. You two will be going up against them. You'll be there on the 12th, you're there on the 21st. Go up too. In fact, force march. This is a reason why we have that these days. You force march too, because you can't get there fast enough. Thank goodness we have the ability to force march now without taking up military power, because that's very much needed. And as for these heavy fortifications, this is going to require some breaching. So yes, you will be heading to there. We're sending you three over there to your most certain deaths, because we don't want any more pressure to be put onto the Persian front. Get on board, gentlemen. This fleet here will blockade the Persian Gulf, where you'll be guaranteed to have a safe landing. Hopefully. Can't promise anything. Continue. No Zoroastrians anymore. Shoot, they're getting away. Catch him. We got him. More reinforcements will be sent your way. Alright, off you go. To the Persian Gulf. So these three will be having a few landing areas. Here, here, and here. Your landing zones, basically. So there'll be three fronts this time. The Persian front, the Central Asian front, and the Southwest Persian front leading up to Tabriz. Yep, it is quite a regional war. Part of the Persian subcontinent, even though that's just a name area alone. Tatardi? I never heard of that word before. Very well. Reinforcements will be here soon. Be patient. Look at us. This is our discipline. 122 versus 110 of theirs. And we have much higher morale. And all that. So they're outmoded. Blockading. Ships on the way. Got rid of them all. But of course, the flaw in that plan is, you know... Here's the flaw in this plan. Each time you kill these regiments, all of them, stack wipe, so to speak, you are increasing their manpower reserves. But there is a plus side to this. Each time you get rid of each and every one of them, that causes, you know, recruiting more regiments that'll be less skilled, as in they're not as drilled as some of the professional armies out there. They're still on the way. Be patient. Oh, hell. Breach. Just to have a chance of supply shortage so we can get this siege going. Unfortunately, we picked the wrong person to do the siege work. That would be me, who is the master of the siege. Do you want to transfer front? So I can go help my son here? Don't use that breach option all the time. How much do you gain? 14. Oh, you'll be fine. Just don't overdo it. We're just throwing all of our bodies up there for this. Meanwhile... Okay. That's the cavalry force. You'll be heading there. This is the one with the most artillery. You'll be going down there. And in the middle. Go to Basra. And we'll provide a port here in Basra. We have no idea where most of the fleet is. But allegedly they're out there or in some other port. Like they kept it hidden somewhere. No, you can't build shipyards in the Caspian Sea. Doesn't make sense. It's a lake, basically. So they will be landed on January 28th. D-Day. Tabaristan. This one's drylands. Wait until you're assisted further. Hey! There's armies of Karakunulu right now. Move on in case you are needed. Wait for the movement to be locked. May get him here. Another Karakunulu army. Move up. This is mountains, but it's not our mountains, unfortunately. So we'll be throwing our lot up there. Unfortunately, this is the army of the support, with very little cavalry. But we will get them away from it. That'll be the most important thing. That's Mazandaran army. 1st Army, 15th Army. We see them. They're heading to there. We can get rid of them if we can. But I fear they're probably heading for Merv soon. Just move up this way. Tabaristan's gonna be a bit of an obstacle. Tehran's not an obstacle, but these here are going to be obstacles for us to cross. But the problem is there's that defensive mentality of theirs. See, mountains, safe haven, defensive mentality, blizzard, power projection. Yeah, that's going to remain a constant problem. Meanwhile, Florida. Hey. I just want to test something out here. What that's like. Infiltrate administration. Lifts fog of war from the target country. Lasts for 5 years. Ah. So that's how it works. So you know how they're positioned. Okay, that's good to know. We haven't seen a single Muscovite army there yet, but you know they will be coming down to support him. And this will put more pressure onto us. The Rajputs are ready to assist, so get your running boots on, men. Seems the fiercest of fighting is going to happen over here, where it's needed most. Head to this way. And friendly reinforcements will be here eventually, one way or another. We've taken this area. It's time to back off. Take advantage of this. Yeah, we should be able to drive them off. Shah Mirza, you have the honor to go to Golestan. One of the fortresses. One of the Persian fortresses. Screw it, have to do this. Make it easier so we can fall, so we can get to Samarkand. A lot of them up there. Oh, hell. There's more. Rajputs, this way. They're force marching. Cut them off. Cut off their flow of reinforcements. We'll be there on the 13th, which means we will be taking on 2 armies. 17,000 strong. So we're cutting off their reinforcements. No, no, no. Force march. Every army must force march. Don't you know the mountains is their home territory? So they've received reinforcements already. We're gonna get mauled out here if we don't get our act together. Plus it's our fault for crossing the river and fighting up in the mountains. It's their home turf. Cut off the reinforcements here. They are withdrawing. Morale's too low. Nice, reinforcements have arrived here. We've taken Kish. Now spread out, please. You get ahead. Forgot about the landing. Aha! There they are. 23rd. Give you a bit of time to wait. You're the one with the siege skill. Go up there. You don't need to force much so much. No sense of urgency yet. The transports are to land in Basra. All the fleets will be taken out on the Karakonilu fleet. Yeah, why not? Actually, no. You're the one with the most guns. So, you go over there. We'll support you from behind. And you are the ones that's gonna go up there. Got it? We got it. Oh my goodness. Look how many they are. We're in a bad position here. Get them over here. They're gonna be fighting on this front now. How many are you fighting exactly? Not much. They're still on their way out. Possibly transfer to another front. Damn it, man. Not enough. How much is needed? Yo. 24 regiments needed. Oh, this is what you're here for. You're the one with a lot of guns. Around here, it's not enough. This is the old support army. Which, honestly, that composition needs to be improved upon in post-war. I think I know what these bastards are up to. And that's why we're sending the Rajputs up there. They're gonna try to meet with the Muscovite force. I think the next time I ever do infiltrate administration, it would be against the Ottomans. That'll be a good one. So we'll know their locations and all that. Yeah, once you're done with these two, then we'll destroy this fleet at a later time. Yeah, you got this handled. Land blocked by hostile fort. We can't move. Kashan needs to be brought down. But no, I think you're much better provided if you stay over here. We're moving. The mainly cannons with some infantry support. See what you got. They're moving up. They're heading this way. Stop them. They're not stopping. It's desert anyhow. Now you're across the river. Now it's our turf. But they've sacrificed a lot of themselves. Because it's not a good idea to send a bunch of infantry regiments to head to an army that's got a lot of cannons. Yeah, I admit that was a stupid move on our part. First set of reinforcements with Dai Viet and Lan Na will be arriving soon. It's just marshlands here. But soon we'll be beginning our road towards there. Don't want to rush it. This hasn't fallen yet, but the fleet will remain there as long as necessary. Once you take that, I want you to come over to Bahrain and kick the fleet out of there and we'll destroy them. You're there just to cover them when the forces of Karakonulu will be coming. Move on. Took little casualties on this one. again, you know, the land force limits. I mean, I could create a few more armies, but now I think we got this handled. All this composition that we just sent out there, plus receiving a flow of reinforcements from Viet, then and they'll provide support to whoever is at the front, wherever it's needed, just to keep up the pressure. Those three are going to play a role to knock these guys out of the war, just to ease the burden a bit on the Persian front, which apparently it's a difficult one to fight in. I wonder why that nation exists in this playthrough. They're attacking. White one. Get ready to force march if needed. Because soon Islam Shah or Padishah will save the day once more, because he's the master of arms with the infantry combat ability wherever it's needed. They got a bunch of damn cannons. How many do they have? Well, you can tell how much they have. Look at that. They got a ridiculous amount of them. And already they've lost over 100,000 total. We've yet to see any Muscovite troops, but I would have to assume they're still on their way somewhere. Which is what you guys back there are going to be for. You're going to go up there. You're going to take most of these fortresses down. At least this and the capital. And then they'll be out of the war. So they're good on the offense and defense. But tell you what, they do not have quality ideas. But they do have quite a bit of infantry combat ability. Which is why, I think I would have to say, they don't have private and marshal. That is a quality idea. So the infantry combat ability between us is even. So move up a little. Wait for it. Wait for movement to be locked. Move! And you might move soon as well. In case if needed. Don't leave that mountain. When you fully occupy it, engage them there. So, it's safe to assume the majority of the forces over there, while another portion's at the Persian front. One's backed off. Economic development. By employing recent technological innovations in the field of machinery, local entrepreneurs have begun to greatly improve their output at Fatabad. As a result, many now travel to the province from the surrounding countryside, eager to seek new work in a growing city of Fatabad. Guy. Fortunately, that battle's going to start before they even have a chance to recover. But we'll be there on the day later. So you'll be fine. Fortify where? Oh, this area. Fine. When it's complete, the Mansabdars will be loyal to us, and they will give us a much more easier time for... Oh no, that's the manpower curve. So you already have that. It's just... You know what, let me see. They had something like this. Ah, that's where the influence is from. Doesn't give away any land, but lowers the privilege. We're sorry to give that to the Rajputs. Can't give them any more advantage except maybe this. Land Fire Leader 1. Rajput Officer Corps. Yeah, it gives them a little more influence, but it sounds like a heck of an idea. But I believe I will only do that for the future Ottoman War, where I need every advantage I can get to give us an edge in battle. Well, we'll have to watch our back in the Persian front, because they're going to be escalating the build-up again. But we'll be on the advance soon. This way. To Bahrain. Got 'em all. They're going to have to recruit more newer regiments out there, but they will not be as professionally drilled. Now they're going to have to use raw recruits, basically. This leaves that one army defenseless down there, should they take advantage of this. Otherwise, we'd have to retreat over here, where they could definitely hold. Plus, that's my son out there. All alone. No support. All because if you need to get this down, you'll have the Hormuz Strait under control. Shift here. Shift it this way. Damn Bukhara. Breach it. So you have to go a long way round. This is just to provide support for those in need. Move up. Can't move. Bukhara's not fallen. Provide support at the Kerman. They might need our help. And that includes you too. So we're sending you two away for now. And breach that one too. Every little bit helps. Go into Tun while they're scattered out. See too if you can catch them. Be careful, don't spread your forces too thin. Do a bit of reconnaissance work yourself, because you may never know who's up there. These Muscovite troops are out there right now. It'd be terrible if they went through this route and then pressure beyond that. But we'll be engaging them now. Bukhara has fallen. You can go up. You head this way. You follow. Head to Kiva. And provide support over here. Alright, the door is open. Just have to snake our way through there. These are highlands, mind you. And the one with a lot of guns that's going to be needed for Tabriz over there. They got away, apparently. Come up here. At least we're drawing them away from Shah Jahan. Revolutionary ideas in Herat. It's minor. Although we will be taking territory in areas that where all this is sort of present. So hold here. Head to here. You'll take care of them. Where are these bastards? They have not engaged a single combat with us. The one that's moving up is the Kurdish company. Again, they're hiring mercenaries. Surprised they're not even defending their homeland. We thought this was supposed to draw them away to ease the burden. Oh! This is probably going to be a bad idea in the long run. Because I'm wondering how many will they commit. Not at all. They knew what we were up to. But he can't stop that right now. This is probably going to endanger my son more. Come on. Get down here. Can't catch him in time. No, sir. We're just trying to spread the front line a little so they just can keep away from that. Violence among the leading families within the state is never far from the surface. Recently, two noble families have quarreled in Goya, where the disputes become so heated that the two parties seem to raise arms against each other unless we can settle the issue. So let them fight it out. I ain't got no time for this sort of thing. But finally, progress is being made here. If we're gonna have to fight them in a pitched battle, it cannot be in the mountains. Semnan is going to be the place to be. Sun's not in danger anymore. So head to here, all of you. It's probably not ideal, but you get the idea. Meanwhile, this place is about to fall. Taken Bahrain, and then here comes the Navy to take care of it. That was one. Here comes more. Simultaneously, we're trying to assemble everybody here, but can we really commit to this? We cannot. That fort's in the way. Damn it. They're gonna get away. Your only one has the siege skill. We'll hold here. They'll provide you cover. We need the man of the hour down here. Because we need at least one skilled general to take on the Muscovites, because they're not that many. They're easy to take on. And need the Rajputs down here as well. Basically sending a few volunteers. Gained one ship of each type. But they'll be heading to a safe port up there somewhere, which is fine by me. What are the Ottomans? Aha! They are attacking them. This is what I feared. You need to get up there right now. Don't let them take Tabriz. I don't want the Ottomans controlling that. Deny them of that. Pose these restrictions. I know that event too well. We're sending 3 armies. They're basically going to be volunteers to fight against Muscovy. Take them on easy. Take 2 forts, and then they'll be out of the war. I know it feels like the war's gone long, but obviously it started this long ago, but it's already been this deadly for all of us here. So we'll be able to reinforce whomever's going to be attacked when needed. Everybody's moving, don't you worry. Damn, already? Thought this was a formidable fortress. Actually, no, they never were. You were just having delusional optimism again. Preach it. Want them out of the war as soon as possible. But there is no way that I'm gonna, you know, if I was to take land for myself, snake the way through in here, all the way up there, not gonna happen. That's gonna require another war. Unless the Ottomans are gonna take advantage of this, and then I'll be surprised if they didn't take Tabriz. But if they did, oh boy, the Great War may come early. But we need to secure Persia first, and Samarkand, so we need a little land connection that leads to Samarkand. No need for Bukhara. Because I could see this now. That'll be 1, 2, 3. And the rest of this, you know, Mashhad. Hopefully get to Qom, you know, be grabbing that. And build a fortress there subsequently, since it's got plenty of buildings here. In fact, develop on one more, and you got yourself a fortress. There's the Mazandaran forces. Shifting to that front line now. But they're about to meet them up here, which... not terribly concerned. Breach. Gotta be getting to work. Oh, hell. Get down here. Is Mom crossing from what is it? Yes. Oh, well, what about Suleimaniye? Yes, you'll be crossing through. Damn it. There's only one way to cross it. I don't think they'll have to ask for this. Hang on. Damn it. Because the things I would do to get access from them so we could go cross on over and we wouldn't have to deal with this river crossing issue, but looks like we will. And in addition, fighting in the highlands. That area. Give them another dice roll for attackers. Stop moving! Both of you! Hold the high ground. Or make them come to you. You'll have the height advantage. But unfortunately, I don't know how long we can stay here. Or how we're gonna commit. Because this is their steady flow of reinforcements they have. Hold the high ground, boys. Because they're committing to this front now. Because we have no way of getting over to them. No way of getting over. These guys are boned. Split up. Huh. We're gonna have trouble here. But if they're gonna fight on mountains, they're gonna have to fight like lions. 388 days. Good. Mughal-Stan. Conquer these provinces. And then their fleet will be dealt with. And then you're gonna have to go to work to Shiraz. Lana is with you. Daviet is with you. The war enthusiasm is low for Karakunyulu. We can get them to quit out of this war now, but they already lost their fortress here. Come on, please fall. Damn it! Disease outbreak. This is your high ground. Hold it. We'll try to stick together as much as we can. No, they found out. Stay here. You know, these are the same armies that we sent to America to, right? But, uh-oh, here comes the Ottoman army crossing the border. They're going to be dealing with Karakunyulu. Never thought I would be happy to see them. Even though they're not our allies. But still, it will deny them of further enemy reinforcements. Oh, for God's sake, since they took too many losses of that disease outbreak, then could further. Can't do that. There is a way. Kerman Shah. This area here is Kora, but there is a river crossing here. But fortunately, we'll be there fast enough to, beat him to it. No, it says 2nd of January. It'll stop them from reinforcing this way. But they're getting the heck out of here. Oh, God damn it. Stop them. Do whatever you can. Save these poor boys. We've never taken this objective. Because I don't want these guys killed. But we'll be willing to sacrifice ourselves in a great battle that's to be fought here, even though it's going to be in hostile mountainous terrain. If I got them on. No, there's no river crossing here. You're fine. Just try to delay them. But, no, it's too late. They got there in time. They're gonna kill them all up there. My God, stop moving. It's too late to know. I've killed them all. Oh dear, that was 15,000 infantry, 15,000 artillery. We were not able to take that capital. Golistan's fallen. So that's what the T is for. Reduction of visor costs. There you go. But anyways. We'll be heading up there. Try to start over again. This time we have a lot of artillery. About as much infantry, but lots of cavalry. But now with the Ottomans here in the mix, and also we're about to take this area and defeat the Mazandarani fleet here. Don't be afraid, because we have yet to come into any contact with the Muscovites. You'll be heading this way. Try to cause damage. Doing the same for you. Do what you can. Avenge them. Their war enthusiasm's high again. Oh my god, what are we doing? What are we doing? Get out! No. We got overconfident. Get the out of here. It's their mountains again. They're gonna get us all killed. Too late for them. Get out! You're withdrawing from this front. Shah, you lead. We'll be supporting you behind. Rajputs, follow. You stay behind. Now you can move in. The way to Tehran is open. You've lost one army and you nearly lost the entirety of two armies. And these are the ones that are supposed to safeguard, you know, here. Not to mention they're the ones that also went to, you know, America there, fighting in Florida and Georgia. Yes, we have the manpower reserves to keep the war going and last a lot longer, but that's unacceptable. That makes the war look deadlier than it needs to be. And it's already been 2 years. Excuse me. So they still hold the capital, but with the Ottomans coming in, that's going to provide pressure. And so these transport ships here will be soon ready to leave, as we order them to retreat to Basra. You're withdrawn from this conflict until recovery. Now we'll recreate that army after the war. Isfahan area. Can't go there. Yes, you can go there. We'll try to besiege a little more territories. We will have control of the coast soon. Also, while you're at it, get back to port. They're gonna be chasing us down this way, you know? It's no good to nobody. Plus, that's pressure on Mazandaran, when we will provide them the best that the army needs. Because there's still a lot of them out there, despite the fact that we've occupied huge swathes of territory. Oh, look! Muscovites. Crud. Damn it, get moving, will ya? What? That's absurd. Wait a minute. Avoid each other. No! What the hell are y'all doing? It's not what I ordered. I mean, I understand the geography and everything. And you can't go through there. You can't go through Bakan. Let me see. Ah. Okay, thank you. I got a little scared for this. And Coruscant, you too. Okay, okay. Thank you for that misunderstanding. So you'll be getting up there. And you get back up here! Furious. Now Muscovy is coming to reinforce. This will make up for the lack of participation on Karakonulu. If we negotiate now for a separate peace, what do they want? Unfortunately, Tabriz may fall to the Ottomans soon. Unless that's going to happen in the Second War. I know it's high, but need a full barrage, but don't worry, they'll be coming soon. Just wait a few days. Well, actually more than a few days. Move up to support the siege. Rajputs will be behind you. While we're just getting the heck out of here, feels like we're being chased out, but not really. So now we're gonna let the Ottomans handle this conflict. In fact, they're already up in their tail now. But however, the army of Muscovites. We don't know how many they sent. We saw 20,000 over there. But that could be troublesome, potentially. Move up here. Can't go that way. This fort's still up. Alright, your part of the conflict is over. You're gonna take your leave. You'll leave in May, given these time to repair. You're set to withdraw in May. Every little bit helps. This way is much more convenient. Wait, who are you? Islam Shah. Ah, the Siege Master. That's me, of course. Damn it, man. I'll just have to get up to Kashana and just say, hey, let me show you how it's done. Sun will handle the last few pockets, including Shiraz. Let me help you with this. You go take care of these bits. Depart. Head back to here. Till you fully recover, you will be returned to front line, likely to support on the Persian front. If you can get up there fast enough. Also, these Muscovites are coming. So we have no idea where we can put our focus to. Wait a minute, you didn't get on board? Turn around! Pick them up! They're gonna kill us all if you don't pick them up. You damn fools. Actually, no. You may want to provide cover for these guys who are in the middle of, you know... Because you may never know the Muscovite army's coming back up there to kill them. What the hell are the Vietnamese doing, you deadly bunch? They're gonna kill themselves out there. Due to much terrain? Would I control hostile fortress? Even if we were to fully commit, it wouldn't matter, even under the Vietnamese commander. But no, numbers are too great. We came back here just to tell you to get in here before we all die here. How long have you been there? Well, it matters not. Yeah. Just trying to occupy more territory to deny them of reinforcements. Jiminy Christmas, see what I mean? There'll be no miracles here. But that fortress there may have saved us from complete disaster. They continue chasing us because they would have to get through this first. And then we can, you know, get out of here safely. Like thieves in the night. Yes. But again, they're going to be waiting for us because knowing that they will commit reinforcements. As soon as Kashan falls, Qom, Tehran, then we will have the whole country ourselves except for Shiraz. But you should begin your siege there. Accomplished sailor. Rest here a bit. Prepare those ships. This war went on a lot longer than we imagined. But hey, it's still relatively... Have they taken defensive ideas as well? Yes, they did. Yes, they did. That's why it's taken so long to bring any one of them down. Part of that is game speed, but still. All of his has been fallen. They're gonna retake everything, and now it's the Ottomans that'll be taking over for this part of the war. But Kara Kornulu is tired out, so it would be best to negotiate him now and get us the heck out of here. It's just reparations, no pillaging. We did beat the heck out of you, so it's good enough for us. That's part one of this war. Now, gotta knock Muscovy out of the war in order to get a favorable peace deal with Mazandaran. That'll slow him down. Let's move up north now. We'll begin our trek to get Muscovy out of the war. As long as you get them under medium war enthusiasm, it'll be great, but we got nothing on demands for right now. No, they need to be into that more. Water shortage. Kashan should fall soon. Hey, get up to Shiraz. Islam Shah Lodi, Master of Arms and the Siege Master, he had to come up here just to help him out with this. And the door will be laid open there. What the heck are these Muscovites doing? I'll be heading to Kashan's fallen after 302 days. Open season. Tightening the noose soon. They're being backed off now. Hey! They went this way. That's gonna be problematic for us. But the Vietnamese, no. Damn it, with us. Why don't you come down with us? It would be better if you were to come here because, you know, these guys here, they could kill us. You may want to force march. Because they'll try to hold off in the mountains. They're bringing more and more. They're escalating. Wait a minute. Okay, boys. Which one of you is one cannon short? It's them. I don't know why, but there's a possibility I may send some of you on a suicide mission again. For reinforcements for the southern Persian front. You may not like it, but damn it, we gotta do it for the motherland. Because there's a possibility that that they may come down here. Narrow strait. Oh. And also not an ideal place to defend. Get to BAM. Move up. Don't do anything stupid. Elephants! For the first time since the days of Hannibal and the Punic Wars, war elephants have returned to Europe under the command of Mughal generals. Our enemies cower in fear before these massive, majestic beasts outfitted in armor and adorned with symbols of war. Let them tremble before us. Elephants are in Europe again. So that ups our cavalry combat ability even more temporarily. Elephants in Russia. That's probably what they mean. Come on, you're close to them. Oh, there they are. Soon it'll be too late for them. Just get these damn mountains. They have a steady flow of reinforcements now. And we're here to stop them. Gonna regret this. This one's got no generals. It's even ground. You know what? You get down there too. Stop delaying the inevitable. Things could get worse before it gets better for all of us here. I doubt he can get there in time. This is going to be a damn disaster in the making. We have the discipline, but there's no leader. Morale is breaking. Ah! Too late. Stand here in this here mountain. Wait for reinforcements to be provided for you. Just try to take some of them with you. This is what happens when you have no generalship. Retreating all the way to Gujarat. In that case. Stay here, hold these mountains with all you got. In fact, better idea. Try to lure them over here. If we can just give them a false sense of security, so attack. Okay, which one and which one won't be reinforced? And that's how it's gonna work. Who's Chorus? They're not part of this. Not anymore, at least. I'd like to stick close to you. Is that Muscovy? No, Mazandaran. Not on my terms, no. We may have occupied all the territories that we really wanted, but not until we take that capital. But soon we'll be sticking together. But unfortunately, that's river crossing. But there's grasslands. It's Tabaristan territory. Yes, known for it. Yeah, they took it already. They're going to be retaking territory soon, but we'll be taking areas that are relevant to us. We've taken their capital. Uh-oh. Here they come. This is what we were waiting for. Unfortunately, the territory is mountains, so it's their home turf. There is no river cross between them other than here. This will be our finest hour. So you all may want to get ready to reinforce. Disease outbreak crud. All forces move in. This is going to be a very tough fight, and this will also highly likely that this will be our concluding part of this episode. That's for part 1 of this war. Part 2 will be in the next episode, which will be the conclusion of this war. Which it will go our way, because we still got a whole lot of manpower that we could provide very easily. But it's at the expense of, you know who. And you two will be coming down to take on the Muscovite army, to destroy them. But at least we're preventing them from reinforcing Mazandaran. So the battle will begin on the 18th. They're all committed. Let's go down together and fight against them. So battle begins on the... So battle will begin on the 18th. We'll be there on the 21st. This time we'll be there on the 23rd, the Rajputs. And another few weeks for further reinforcements from these two areas. And another from there. It's their home turf. You know they how to fight well. Because remember, they have the offensive ideas. They have the infantry combat ability. And all that. And it's their mountain, so that capital there is strategic. That's all I gotta say about it. But still. Well, we got this other army at bay, so we're not letting them go anywhere. Because nobody's going to give them access unless they have any bright ideas to try to go to Hormuz. So one more big battle for this episode. All I can say is good luck to all of you. Here we go. This terrain, because it's their home turf, because we've not taken that fort, so disadvantage goes to us. They got the discipline for it, but we have a higher discipline. We have a higher morale. We have better tactics. But reinforcements will be coming soon in a few days. So this may get ugly. Even uglier. Just throwing all of our bodies over there. We killed them all. Now that's the last mistake they'll ever make. Okay. Stop. Get back to your positions. Okay, who's this? You stay. You go this. Well. That doesn't matter. We're going that way. Islam Shah Lodi stays here because he's the siege master. Rajputs will be on this side. Unless you want to provide support. Which one? Yeah, Rajputs, yes. They haven't taken any casualties, but you may want to provide support to this front to take out this army now, since there's not going to be much of them left. While they're on their way down to take on the Muscovites. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be the end for this episode. We will see the conclusion of this war in the next episode, as it's been nearly 3 years at this point. But my goodness, this war's been extremely deadly for us. Cannot wait to see the final tally in the next episode, where you'll see all sides as casualties, because it's gone over 500,000. This makes it the deadliest war the Mughals ever been part of in a century or two. So we will see a conclusion of this war in the next episode. But until then, so long for now.